Hello, let us discuss the second example program based on the nesting of the loop. Then we will open a stored file. So let us open the saved file from clicking the file menu and then selecting the open option from the drop down list. Then open a file window. Let us select the second example program based on the looping of the statement, and that is experiment 8b. So experiment 8a 8b, this one is the file, and click the open tab. File gets open. So in this window, here we see that write a C program to such a pattern like a pyramid with a number which will print the number in the same row using nesting of the for loop. That is, we have to print a pattern of numbers like this one. So in first row 1 is there, in second row 2 is printed, in the third row 3 times 3 are printed, and in the fourth row 4 rows are printed. So we will discuss a program written for this one. So as usual, first we include the standard input output .h and conio.h header files, including the preprocessor directive #include. Then first statement of the main function declares I, j, k, l, sp integer variables, and simultaneously sp is initialized to value of 3. That is, here we see that if 1 is to be printed, so this 1 is printed at the third place after moving the cursor from the beginning 3 column position and then printing. Then in the next row 2 is printed 1 column less than the previous row column. In a similar way, we have to set a loop that is used to decide the space for the printing of the number in the first row, then in the second row, then in the third row and fourth row. So for the outer loop, value of I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 4, I plus plus. Here initial value of I is 1. So I less than or equal to 4 is true for the 4 values, for 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this outer for loop is for the number of rows that are to be printed. So condition is true, and this condition is true for printing the 4 rows. So for initial value of I equal to 1, condition is true. Then body of the for loop is executed, and in this for loop, body of the for loop, number of statements are present. So let us take the first statement, that is for looping statement. And for k equal to sp, what is the value of space that is to be provided before printing the number? So that depends on the number of rows. If number of rows are 4, then first number in first row should be printed after shifting the cursor 3 column position right. So here condition set is that k equal to sp, that is equal to 3, semicolon, k greater than or equal to 1, till this condition is true, and then we have to decrease the value of k. That is, we see that in pattern first number 1 is printed after shifting 3 column position right. Then in the second row 2 are printed after shifting the cursor 2 position right. So in this way we have to decrement the value of space that is to be provided before printing the number. So that's why here k equal to sp, that is 3 is set. So here value of sp is equal to 3 is set. K greater than or equal to 1. So this condition is true for 3, 2 and 1, 3 times. And here we are decrementing the value of k. So first time value is condition is true, that is k is greater than or equal to 1. So a space which is provided between the double quotation marks. So whenever printf statement is executed, a space is printed, that is cursor moves 1 column space right. Then value of k is decremented. This time value of k becomes equal to 2. So 2 greater than or equal to 1. This condition is true. So again printf statement is executed. So this again moves the cursor 1 position right, and again value of k is decremented. So this value becomes now equal to 1. 1 is less than or equal to 1, that is this condition is true. So again printf statement is executed and cursor moves 1 position right. So in this way, and after that one, when value of k is decremented, this value becomes 0. So condition becomes false. So control comes out of this for loop. Then here using this for loop, we move the cursor 3 column position right, and then next statement is again for loop. So in this for loop, for j equal to 1, j less than or equal to I. So value of I is 1. So here condition is true. When condition is true, then printf statement is executed and this prints the value of I, and value of I is 1. So 1 gets printed at the format specifier %d. So that is here 1 is printed. That is printed after shifting the cursor 3 position right after the initial column. So 1 gets printed, and then value of j is incremented. So this j becomes equal to 2. So 2 is less than or equal to 1, condition becomes false. So control comes out of this another for loop. So then it is printf statement is there. So printf statement brings the cursor in the beginning of next row, because after printing the 1, cursor is right side of the 1 and 2 are to be printed in the next row. That's why here printf/n is used. That brings the cursor in the beginning of next row. Then value of sp is decreases. So this value becomes equal to 2. Then this is the last statement of the outer for loop. Then value of I is incremented. So this value becomes now equal to 2. So 2 less than or equal to 4. Condition is true. Then again body of the outer for loop is going to be executed. So here again we find the for k equal to sp. This time value of sp equal to 2. So condition is true for the 2 times till value of k is 2 and 1, and using this one 2 column space are moved, cursor is moved by 2 column space right, and after moving the 2 column space right, when value of k is decremented, this becomes 0. So in this way, second time cursor is moved 2 column space right. Then next for looping statement, j equal to 1, j less than or equal to I. So value of I equal to 2 this time. So first time condition is true, and when condition is true, printf statement prints the value of I, that is 2, at the place of the format specifier in the second row. So 2 gets printed. Then value of j is incremented. So this value becomes equal to 2. So 2 less than or equal to 2. Condition is again true. Then printf statement prints the value of I, that is 2, second time, and after printing the value of 2 second time, when value of j is incremented, this value becomes now equal to 3. So 3 less than or equal to 2, condition becomes false. So control comes out of this for loop. And then next statement, print f/n brings the cursor which is at the right side of the second 2 in the second row in the beginning of the next row, that is in the third row. Then value of sp is decremented. So this value becomes now equal to 1. And after that one, value of control variable for outer for loop is incremented. So this value becomes now equal to 3. So condition is again true. So in this way we see that in the first row 1 is the printed, in the second row 2 is printed. That is, here for inner loop we are setting the condition, that is, or we are printing the value of I which is set in the outer for loop. That's why in the first row 1 is printed, in the second row 2 is printed, in the third row 3 is printed, and so 4 are printed in the fourth row. After printing the 4 in the fourth row, when value of control variable I for the outer for loop is incremented, this value becomes 5. So 5 less than or equal to 4, condition becomes false. So control comes out of the outer for loop, and at the outer for loop, here we get the get ch statement that holds the output screen where output is displayed. So if we compile this code, before running the code, we see that there is no warning and no error is present, that is, no bug in the code is present. So let us run this code. So when code is run, we get the pattern of numbers such that 1 is printed in the first row, 2 times are printed in the third row. In a similar way, 3 are printed in the third row, and 4 times 4 are printed in the fourth row. So using nesting of the for looping statement, we can print a pattern of this nature. So that is called a pyramid pattern of numbers in such a way that in first row 1 is printed, in the second row 2 is repeated 2 times, in third row 3 is repeated 3 times, and in the fourth row 4 is repeated 4 times.